Hi, morning everyone, Richard here. I'm out now, going to explore a new place, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to using the Vivo X100 Plus, right, for macro. But this time, what's interesting is I'm going to show you. Okay, so normally if we use macro, it goes to the tele lens, which is using stacking, so I can get f16 and all those. It shoots multiple shots and then stack the depth of field to get f16, but the megapixel is low count, right? So you're going to get only like 3 megapixel or 14 megapixel, 12 within the low range, 12 megapixel. So what I want to do is I want to use the main 1-inch sensor and put it in high res mode, which is I'm going to get 50 megapixel. What happens is I'm going to mount the Raynox. I put a tape here right on top of the 1-inch sensor to get the 50 megapixel. Right, what I did is I mounted a LED at the side here with this tripod leg. I'm going on this LED, as you can see, so you can get the light there, and then with that and then the 50 megapixel, I'll get some shots for you all to see. Okay, I hope I've got it into video, because it's very hard to frame like that, and then I need to put it in center, as well as I need to take off these tapes. Sorry for the hacks, so don't have any mounting for this yet, so have to manual. Oops, don't throw rubbish everywhere. And then I'm trying to get hold of the best shots with our 50. The problem is if I block the laser sensor, that's our focusing part, so most likely it will block it and then you'll have bad focusing. So we have to either try to do it manually or figure it out how. So the ideal part is not to block it actually, but we'll try this for experiment. Let's hope it sticks. Does it stick? Yup. Is it in the center? Yup. So that's how it looks like. It's gonna be, this is my setup for today. So let's see what shots we can get out of this. Yup, first failure of the day. This thing just dropped off and landed on the sand, so looks like it's not strong enough. I have to find a way to mount this, but anyway, we shall continue, but I'll just hold it with my hand to get the shots. Okay, this, we haven't been here. Look at that, there's a chicken there. This is a hidden place for me to do a macro. So this is a new place. We have not been here. I've not shot anything here before, but because it's so away out of the main road, there are monkeys and everything here, so I've got to be careful of the monkeys because this is their home. And let's look for some bugs. So we shall try today 50 megapixel macro with the Vivo X100 Plus, and you can see the tape came off, right? I have to find so my sensor is taped up. Okay, this is interesting. When it goes to 4.3, it's using not the main lens, it's using the 50 megapixel from the tele lens. So that means I'm back to the tele lens for 4.3, but at 50 megapixel. Okay, let's have a look at it. Hopefully it comes out. Yep. So is this what I want to know, is it 50? It's 14 megabyte and 50 megapixel. That means it's 14 MB file, okay, and 50 megapixel. That's how you get the 50. Reason why I'm not using the macro, I did in the previous video, I'm using the macro, is because it stacks. When it stacks, if anything moves like this, it will be blur. So if you're stacking a few pictures together to get that macro and the depth of field, it will be blur. But I'm trying out with the 50 megapixel because I want to shoot moving. If the fly moves and things like that, it will still be sharp. Look at that, when it's rubbing also, it still got it. So I just need enough light to get the shutter speed up, and then I can do nice photos with the 50 megapixel. The fly is landed here. Let's try to get hold of it. Okay, let's see if there's no reflection. Let me get a place where you don't have reflection. Okay, let's look at that. So 50 megapixel. Right, that's interesting. See, I can see the compound eyes. Right, and see, when it's moving, you see the head, it turns its head, right? If you're using the normal macro mode in the camera, because of its stacking, this one will be blur because there will be movement. So I managed to get it 50 megapixel when it's turning its head, and you can see some of the compound eyes and the hairs all over. Right, so this one is a very good shot. Look at that, how sharp is that? So you need to use the 50 megapixel with the macro converter, Raynox macro lens, so you can get this beautiful shot. Okay, lucky me, there's a spider here. It's going to be a bit challenging because let's see if we can get hold of it. And with the high res, okay, let's try. Wish me luck. Okay, that's the spider with the light. That makes a lot of difference. Cheese. How close can I get? Cheese. Cheese. Okay, beautiful. And then I'll show you how it looks like. Okay, not close enough. I actually can go closer apparently, right? So okay, this one is sharp, right? I can see. And then sorry, right? And then the next one, it's interesting. So I don't have the depth of field because I cannot stack the photo. Because yeah, that's how it looks like. 50 megapixel. It's good enough, better than you carrying a big camera or anything. So let's get a few more shots, and I'll show you more pictures of this. Record this and see how it looks like. Yep, that's the focusing. Let's get it to focus. Cheese. Cheese. Oh, it's out of focus again. That's why you need manual focusing. Cheese. So that's the thing about macro, right? Let's get it back in. Nope, it's too near. It doesn't want to focus. Okay, there you go. Cheese. Went out again. Cheese. Cheese. Oh. It's very hard to focus if you block the laser autofocus. Right, there it goes. So which is why you need manual all the time. Cheese. 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 Yeah, I'm using voice because I don't have so many hands to go and press here, right? So I have to use voice to do. So let's look at it. So this is exceptionally good if it's just a phone, no? But we're talking about 50 megapixel here. We're not talking about low res, right? So look at that. That's the headshot. That's the eyes. Look at that. Oh, this is an assassin bug. You can see this dagger right the front there. Okay, this is a 50 megapixel picture. It's no joke. From a phone, we're doing quite well actually with the technology improvement nowadays. Okay, I don't believe it. This is a worm. Okay, I've got this very weird worm here. Okay, look at that. Let's try to get the focus on this. That's a worm. Cheese. Cheese. He's doing his yoga pose. Cheese. Cheese. So I don't know what's this. Cheese. Cheese. That's why I say I haven't been this place before. So it's a very unique. Look at that. Cheese. Have not seen this. Yoga poses. Cheese. Sun salutation. Cheese. So where's the head? Where's the tail? Can you guess? Cheese. 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 Yep, it's doing his yoga poses. This is a weird looking thing. So I hope you like the pictures coming out from the Vivo X100 Plus 50 megapixel high-res mode. Wow, sweating like mad like that. And with the macro conversion lens, right now it's 250, because it really does help when you shoot in 50 megapixel, because it is in actual photo mode, so it doesn't stack the photo. So when it doesn't stack, there's any movement from your bugs or spider or whatever you're taking, it's still sharp. So all you need sufficient light to get the highest shutter speed. I do hope they upgrade the software and give me manual controls in 50 megapixel mode, right? So I can control the shutter speed, and at least I can control the ISO. Then I can add in more lights to get more sharper shots, right? Stack mode is good if your subject is not moving, and static, the hands are not moving, so it will be sharp. But that's very small file size, right? You're talking about 10, 12 megapixel or less. So this camera can do 50. So I hope they give us the software update to give us the 50. It's really, you really need to use the 50 for this. So whether it's on the tele or the full 1 inch, I need 50 megapixel with manual controls, right? Shutter speed and ISO, and I don't think you can control aperture. That's only by stacking. So when you stack, it does crop in. Took a few photos, they crop it in, stabilize it, and then give you the pictures in 12 megapixel or maybe 3 megapixel. If you're using the slow long shutter, it's only 3 megapixel, so it doesn't work. So I need the 50 megapixel. I hope Vivo does see this video. If you guys know them, please share with them. Give us 50 megapixel with manual controls and RAW if possible. The RAW is limited again. I'm not able to shoot max. So give us that function. Since it's already there, you just enable the 50 megapixel with the RAW or RAW JPEG, DNG or whatever, and then give us as well the manual controls on it. So thanks. Hope you like the pictures, and it's a short one. I just want to show you what you can do with the 50 megapixel. I'll see you. Have a nice day. Bye.